Hello and welcome. This is the new maps event. This is the finals best of three on the wonderful maps of Anubis, Tuscan, and maybe we'll see Breach, but so far we haven't at all. Though they're going to have to possibly play all three if we go to all three maps here. We have the Applebee's Enjoyers versus Do You Know D Way. Uh, we have captains from each of the squads from behind and K House. And we're going to be first just doing a little bit of a coin flip. So I'm going to say from behind, do you want heads or tails?
Let's pick tails.
All right, going with tails and lovely
Heads is best.
producer Firehawk. You want to flip that coin? It is tails. All right, then. So from behind, what map would your squad, the Applebee's enjoyers, like to pick to play on first? Or
I
actually,
think
would
we're
you
gonna
like to
play.
pick first or second? Actually, you win the coin flip. Excuse me.
Oh, I see. Okay. I'll pick second actually.
Wait, he
Oh,
gets to pick? Since when?
that's how it'll go. K
Shit.
House.
Uh, we'll pick Anubis.
Mixed team one. Do you know DE Way picks Anubis? All right then. Applebee's enjoyers. Your map two.
It'll be breach.
We're gonna see Breach.
Finally,
Let's
some
go.
Breach
We get to
gameplay.
watch some Breach gameplay, whether you like it or not, coming at your eyeballs. And so that means that the third map is going to be Tuscan. Now, for picking sides, from behind Applebee's enjoyers on Anubis, which side would you like to start?
Um, we'll start CT.
All right, in K House, do you know DE Way? Which side would you like to start on Breach?
CT.
All right, CT starts both ways. You guys can go ahead and jump off to your own calls, get up with the gamers, and get ready to do some gaming. I'll send out those server IPs and we'll jump right into it. Good luck,
Good
have
luck.
fun.
All right. Good luck.
Well, we get to see all these gamers stabbing themselves as we jump into the first map, which will be Anubis, though this knife round is inconsequential given the fact that this is a best of 3. Each of these teams have picked their maps. This one was picked by Do You Know D Way, and the next map was picked, of course, by Applebee's Enjoyers, who they're playing against. Applebee's Enjoyers selecting to start CT here, and so they will stay here on this counter-terrorist side now that the knife round is concluded, and we will jump into this first pistol. I'm Fuffy. Joining me is my good old pal, Oma, and observing it's Firehawk. Oma, how you doing?
Doing pretty all right. Got to watch G2 win for the first time in what feels like forever, so I'm having a
That was
good
really
day.
fun.
It
I
was.
got to watch that in class just with the HLTV page open.
Yeah,
I saw like 2 no scopes pop up. I'm like, what did
that
Nico
did
do there?
happen.
All right, well, what are they doing here? It's a classic. Go A. It's always a good
Yeah,
strat.
looks like they're really grouping up.
They've flanked. Oh, Cashmo knows. Cashmo's figured it all out. He has backs turned, and there's one tap. Another player, but he's not going to find it. Instead, just backs off. Wants to play his life and wants to force them forward. And as they go, they get chewed up by the USPs at long range. Antline's going to open things up, get the one and the only kill that they're going to find. This first round goes the way of the Applebee's Enjoyers, who, even though they didn't pick into this map, are very, very competent on Anubis. I know that From Behind has been an absolute beast, had an insane clutch, sadly, before we started stream, and they just sort of dominated playing out this map during the group stage, and that's why they went 2-0, never even dropped double digits in either game, just domination. As Andrew here in mid and slowing him down, about to dominate some Glocks, never mind. Straight in the head. Okay, and now everything's dealt with. Now everything's fine.
Looks like Oost, the last one's not going to get anything out of it, but yeah, this 2 kills to the smoke from Andrew. Great way to get things started, and we're on to round 3 already. Applebee's Enjoyers taking the lead 2-0, and it does give D-Way a chance for them to get a full buy here. So I wonder, we were told while we were getting the video set up that apparently Do You Know D-Way have actually been prepping some 128 tick util for these maps here.
Ooh.
So it's going to be exciting to see what kind of execs and stuff they pull out, because there's nothing really out there for any non-matchmaking util for these maps. So it'll be really exciting to see what kind of new stuff we see out of them.
Yeah, this will be very, very exciting. As in this first gun round, K-House has gotten the opening kill. That's an important one, because you don't really want to throw away once you have AKs, especially because you're up against SMGs, but that SMG of Cashmo dealing good damage. K-House all the way down to 6 HP, and From Behind is going to get oof. Starting to crunch in here. They've only left 1 player on A. Perhaps that weakness will be found, but the teams have just stagnated.
It looks like the terrorists are playing this they're playing out this lower control here, and it looks like they are starting to make their way towards the A site. Getting that opening pick onto Andrew was able to allow them to split the CTs and kind of shut off all rotates, but looks like all the CTs are still sticking over on the B site, and it's just From Behind here.
His barrel.
Cronin doesn't catch it.
No,
From Behind gets 2. He gets a 3rd.
Down.
That's the entire push. It leaves Antline in the 1v4.
Oh, no.
Gets the first, actually. No damage taken. This is very doable. The counter terrors are just now starting to arrive. Missed Molly from Yeti. Catches Scraps. Actually gets the kill.
Oh, not expecting it.
Yeti!
What?
Oh, he still gets him. 4 HP left for Antline. 1 kill away here. Both players are low HP. Is he ready for Cash's flank?
Oh, it's missed.
The timing. Antline full utility. Cash is his only piece here.
He didn't smoke the bomb.
Neither players are choosing to... And Antline actually takes him out! That's a crazy 1v4 to get the first round.
How did he jump around, dodge Yeti's bullets? Yeti, like, did find damage, but just couldn't finish the job.
That is crazy to see come out of an Antline already. Gets the first round out here, and that breaks the eco. Just it puts the CTs into a save. Actually, they're gonna just pistol up here and play out this round. Oh, but Cashmo, crazy opener onto K House. What a one dig. He's gonna go investigate a little bit more to grab this gun. But all the rest of the terrorists are setting up for this B exec. They actually have enough players here to defend it. Yeti sees him, gets tagged down, and dies to the molly. Scraps left in a 1v4 here on this site with no other players there yet. Looks like Scraps actually gonna take one. Scraps takes two. Just quickly turn backwards. Oof, left in the 1v4. Can't pick an angle, gets flashed, and Scraps gets a third at the 5-7.
They just killed one player on site and then assumed, oh, it's clear, and didn't even clear just around the center of site. Just started planning, and Scraps could just wrap around, get a couple shots, and just get a couple kills. That was really solid from Scraps, of course, making the 5-7 work, a very underrated pistol, but at the same time, just lacking a little bit of that due diligence there in clearing the site. Now, though, they're going to clear the site, and they're going to go real fast. Smoke's being lined up, and it is just a straight-up exy. Yeti has dropped a smoke. Do they want to go through this?
Looks like that nade's going to do some damage. Molly coming out too, but they're going to cancel this. They use all of their util. Only two flashes and an HE left, but use all that utility and don't get anything out of it. That one smoke from Yeti just shuts down that push. It does chunk a nade and gets Antline down a little bit. Andrew taking some contact from behind, taking out the extremities, but actually gets traded out. Antline picks up a kill.
Cashmo loves to push stuff like this. Andrew maybe doesn't even need Cashmo's flank to activate. He's just gotten all three of the mid players. K-House coming through now, smoked off, can scoop up bomb, but really no avenues of escape. Now Cash's flank is starting to activate. He's coming in behind, and that's going to be an easy one. 4-1. Besides that one crazy clutch, it's all gone the way of Applebee's enjoyers.
Yeah, things are starting off a little slow here. With these being, just newer maps coming back into the pool and not being in the normal competitive format, it's a little hard to judge how strong a T side is, how many rounds you're typically shooting for. But just a standard, I think a good 6 rounds, 5 rounds on any T side is going to be good enough. Going to definitely be on some maps is even better than what you can ask for. So it'll be interesting to see how looks like they keep wanting to push and take this B bomb site. Cashmo actually goes down to K-House. The lurk's dead. Scraps in the corner. Only gets one. Antline takes her out with the MAC-10. Ooh. All 4 terrorists are on site here. Bomb's going to go down. Looks like Andrew faded the edge of this smoke. Are they ready for it? They're not.
But he picked the wrong target. Yeah, a great headshot now from behind in the same spot, and Oof going to take him down. Only Eddie F has one, and Oof, great 3K. Walk down the bomb site.
Yeah, that's really that is really good shooting from Oof. That little peek out of the smoke from Andrew kind of got a little scary if they didn't clear it, but Oof was ready and reacted quickly. Looks like we're actually seeing some of this util come out. I wonder what that's gonna smoke. Wow, that's a crazy smoke, and an even crazier shot at a Krona through a smoke with a scout onto Andrew.
Okay.
They have completely severed this A side of the map. That molly as well.
Is so good too.
This utility is incredible. K-House was not lying when he said that they had util ready. Yeah, they are very prepared for this. Looks like Kronos just kind of hanging back with bomb. I think they're waiting for any sort of contact. K-House actually catches from behind. He doesn't get anything. And K-House is gonna call the team over, and look at all the flashes and mollies that come over as they're coming in. The mid rotate is not coming, and it's gonna force these two to save. Scraps and Cash. Yeah. They're out of this round. It's gonna be a clean take of the A site. That like lower short smoke. That's incredible. That's bravo to them.
I appreciate all the work these players are putting in. Do you know DEWay is called that for a reason? 4 of them are draft eligible, so GM, keep an eye out. Get some nerdy players who are down to prac and down to make your team perform. At the same time, These two last players, they've just got rifles out and they're just playing real safe. We have both guns saved over. These saves are important because it's going to allow them to have something, perhaps even a buy. You know, Cash Mo going to be wanting Mo Cash, and the M4 is going to help him do it. They're all just saving here, and yeah, just going to hold over the 2 rifles. Maybe they stack a sight. I'm not sure where do you want to stack. Dewey has sort of gone to either side of the map, wherever works.
It looks like they're gonna keep both of the rifles actually towards this B site. They have shown so much B presence. I'm not really surprised, but no, early contact yet. Andrew playing the outside of the smoke though. Does Oof see him? And he does.
Definitely saw him there.
Oh, but from behind
well,
actually swings out.
You know, from behind, gets him from behind, but Cashmo also making it work actually though, but that's the other rifle. Just deleted Antlion, catching a great timing onto Scraps, not looking their way. Now B's open, a good old molly into the back lines just to make sure no rotates come through. Bomb gonna go down, and well, Cash is already dipping out and around while Yeti's searching up. Perhaps he could find a gun here.
Yeah, it looks like there's a scout. It looks like they're gonna be able to get the scout here. Wonder if Yeti's gonna push forward to investigate anymore. They only have a scout and a P250. Oh, it actually gets an AK. Way hears this.
Away, yeah.
Bit
But Yeti's
late
quick
on the
on his feet.
peak.
He's got his Nikes on. He's running.
So is Way, and if Way runs past him, and Cash takes one out of his own on the save, and looks like these 2 rifles for the side of the Applebee's enjoyers they're gonna go through to the next round. So yet again,
Yeah.
saving 2 in, and they have plenty of money to actually buy up on this and bring more than just the 2 rifles.
They could also get an op, which is going to be really big. It's gotten 4 from behind. From behind's op was just very impactful, basically always getting an opening kill. And the one game that I got to watch these Applebee's enjoyers play where they had a dominant CT side. Already though, this mixed team of Do You Know D-Way is starting out strong. Group up towards a B, perhaps a B eggs, these smokes flying, but they're also smoked off.
Cash will play the edge of the
Oh,
smoke.
they pop through it. They're out. We have Krona all the way out. Cashmo getting hit by a flash. Oh, they know that he's in there. K-House. Gotta be ready. Once that smoke fades, it's a battle, and it is a battle already on the B site. Way gonna grab Cash. Yeti has one, but then instantly traded by Krona. The T's are out. Nades flying. Nothing Scraps can do as now a smoke blooms in her face. And Bob down 3v4. This is not a nice retake to be in.
Yeah, this is going to be a tough retake here. That smoke is really strong, kind of cutting him off. And Scraps and Andrew peek together, but Andrew takes one. Scraps dies from behind, and Andrew fall, leaving 3 guns up for DUA. They're going to go on to this next round, taking the lead, 5-4, winning the last 4 in a row, which is great stuff from them. It all started on the back of that Antlion clutch, and well, Antlion is still playing fantastically at the top of their scoreboard, 10 kills.
This team, before they had their fun name, D-Way, they were just called Mixed Team 1. And they were Mixed Team 1 because they were some of the first people to sign up here. And now that they've been also early to sign up, perhaps that was an omen that they were going to just put in work. As, you know, they put in a lot of work and they're performing really well. All right, just a little bit of damage there, but not much. These Deagles, they're getting sort of swept to the wayside as we would presume a round like this should go. Yeah, Yeti's shots going wide as well, and up to 6. This is just having such a strong T-side half like this. I think it's really, really good news for the T's, for D-Way, that, you know, once they get to swap over to their CT side, they're going to be in a real comfy spot.
Here. Yeah.
With a little bit of TKing.
Yeah. Antline's gonna clean it up really quick, and that's gonna bring him up to 6. And the side of the Applebee's enjoyers have plenty to buy here, but yeah, it's gonna be like we said, it's hard to tell exactly how much exactly how how many rounds are normal for a T side on this, but it's gonna be really good for them anyways, getting 6 already and still having these next 5 rounds to play out. The 6 will turn into even more, and the flash they turn away, but Antlion not even hit by that flash, takes out both of them. Scraps, only one left. Scraps takes 2 back of her own. It's still a 3v3. They're going out of this B site. Andrew swings out, takes out Oof. He's gonna get K-House as well, and Scraps cleans up way. 3 alive. That is a quick round, but yeah, that opening from Antlion just wasn't enough.
Yeah. Antlion did a lot there to get that double opening, but then the 2 admins just coming in, cleaning house. That was just awesome. I don't know how Scraps gets that multi-kill there, but I mean, it happens, it works out. That M4A1S working magic, and right now the magic stick here in mid is actually gonna miss. From behind, escapes with their life though. As now that line there into mid is taken, the smoke deep blocks off Andrew's vision. And the team's just sort of poking and prodding, spread throughout the map on this default.
Scraps goes and checks this lower canal, but gets spotted by Way and takes a little bit of damage. Looks like they still are keeping 3 counter terrorists really close to this B bomb site. Andrew getting spammed through the door, and it looks like we're having another A exec. 3 players for DE Way are all grouped up here, waiting for a push, and the only one here to defend is from behind's Op.
Oh,
is he gonna be able to shut this out?
Dangerous Op. The deep molly, the smokes, and the shot from behind, getting that one, rotates around, and beautiful, like, Way is out there. Oof at least has the trade, so they maintain their advantage. Bomb can
It is
go
an
down
advantage.
and pushing further. They're taking CT spawn here. An interesting play as Cashmo comes up behind, perhaps spotted the corner of Chrono, but just mollied off. Now stuck back here, Oof is gonna peek into him, and perhaps backing up saved his life there, but it's still gone. You give Oof an inch, he takes a mile. And they're going to take a 7th here. Do you know D-Way? They had some really close games. Applebee's enjoyers, I'd say, dominated through their group to make it to finals. Do you know D-Way played every single one? Relatively close, relatively scrappy, but here it's also close, but they're the ones who are coming out victorious so far.
Yeah, that was even with that. That was a crazy shot from behind, but just wasn't enough to keep them off that bomb site. Like I can understand wanting to keep 3 towards B because that very quickly can turn into a lost site, but they're only playing 1 on A, and that mid rotate is sometimes coming a little bit too late, and it's not able to help them keep that map control. And it is interesting that these terrorists are rocking double ops. They did this last round, they're still keeping it up. 1 on Chrono, 1 on Oof.
Ooh. From behind, just looking for fights, I'd say is the star of this team. Maybe feels a little bit of pressure to perform. K-House has one traded. Okay, a 4-on-4, but then Scraps forced forward by that molly. K-House's dying breath throws that down and allows his team grab another frag. Yeti, yeah, just gonna be swung by a Way, and another time where these mollies are just put to great use. The tight corridors just mean that any of these retaking CTs are gonna get cut off, and it's exactly what's happened to From Behind, just forced to delay for so long, but now doesn't want to delay at all, wants to rush it fast, and, well, gonna get killed for it. 8-5. An amazing half. T's take the lead within the half. They've at least technically won it out, but they're going to want to stretch this as far as they can. And the CT's up onto pistols. Looking like we're at least going to see a 9-5 half.
Yeah, this is looking just fantastic on the side of DE Way. Even when there is a little bit of aggression from the CTs, it's not quite enough. Like, Antline still clicking heads. Takes out Cash, and Way takes out Andrew as well, and this is just brutal to watch. Yeti's going to throw down a defensive smoke, but Antline's already through it. Antline goes down to Yeti. Is Scraps ready? Scraps gets one back. That actually, Krona, smoke and mollied off is gonna allow Scraps to recover the gun, and they're coming up through the short by the canals. There's two of them
Scraps
there.
is terrifying from here. That one pistol round where they didn't clear Scraps and she got so many kills, but no armor means the aim punch. As soon as a single bullet connects, the kill nearly guaranteed. From behind, coming from the other site. Got a long run.
Yeah, you were right. It is looking right now from behind in a 1v4, but if he can't get this, it is gonna look like it's gonna be that 9-5 scoreline in favor of DE Way, like you were saying. And 9 rounds on a CT or on a T side is incredible stuff. Oh, what a shot! From behind, actually, is able to get one on Way. Gets naded out. But K-House shut him down, and 3 guns still going to live through, and it doesn't even matter how many guns they have around, because Antlion is sitting on max money with 20 kills, 20 and 8, 121 ADR here. It's just incredible stuff. It is domination.
Lion is looking like Hunter in that G2 game. Though Krona kind of looking like Hooksy right now at 2 and 8. Hasn't really had to do much for their team to win.
Exactly. I have the same IGL style as Hooksy, you know. You let your teammates kill everyone, and then you plant the bomb and win. That's the strategy.
Hey, it gets you the MVP.
For sure. And it looks like that's working here on the side of the terrace for the DUA.
Oh, but now Krona's the one who has to take the fight. Coming up first around the corner, not going to clear it. K-House, they're going to attempt the trade, and from behind splits the difference between 2 players. Going to go down just a little bit of damage. Andrew, though, is up and up fast, but again, it's a 1-for-1. This trading from the T's is immaculate. Now smokes into sight. They're able to cross over. Way has a clean headshot, and, well, 10-5 could be the closer. Cashmo inside of this smoke, gonna hope to grab one of these T's, but not getting it at all. Instead, it's Yeti who, well, it's gonna fall as well. The Frogman hopping, more like limping, into this next half as Do You Know D-Way has been... They're just... Honestly, they've beat my expectations. I actually thought that Anubis was a map that the Applebee's Enjoyers side is just so strong on.
Yeah, I mean, it is tough to say just because there hasn't been really any dominance from CTs yet in this game. So it is going to be interesting to see if, you know, if the side of D-Way are going to be able to use their CT side effectively. From behind, taking first contact against Oof. Some damage traded back and forth. And Andrew in this lower canals area. But Krona doubled up with Oof. Ready for more mid presence. And Oof tagged down below 50. They're both going to... I guess they want to re-aggress here. And it looks like Yeti creeping up. Gets caught out. Some damage goes back and forth. Both players down to 30.
Andrew here. Andrew's gotten a little bit of a timing to sneak out all the way onto site. Gonna wrap around. Antlion's gone down though, and now Andrew's just sort of there as a rotate cutter. His bomb can go down, and that was just a clean site take.
Yeah, it really was. Oh, Andrew goes down to Oof. That a little bit of a gap on that smoke. From behind, ready. Way takes one of their own. From behind, nothing with the P250. Yeti, 10 HP. Can he do anything here? Doesn't get a single hit, not a single kill. And that's 4 CTs alive. Pistol going the way of the Do You Know D-Way.
Going the way of D-Way. And it's just cleanly at that. A bomb going down means that we might see a force up, and it's exactly what's happening. Galil's being bought out. A scout, a Mac 10. 2 smokes and a flash is all their utils, so probably just going to be more of a contact play. Trying to just use these weapons to fight up against the FAMAS's M4s and the MP9 that Way has on their side. From behind, taking a fight in mid, and Oof doesn't really want to challenge that. Now he does. Gonna peek out, and they both tag each other down. Nice damage there, but from behind gonna get pre-fired. Sticking in the same spot, peeking out. Now that Oof's gotten that one, onto these rifles to try and see if they can do anything, but the first Galil has fallen in B main, and the rest of them are just spread across. Andrew up close, okay. That's something. They can start looking into B, but bombs all the way to spawn, so they might have to halt their advances soon.
Yeah, a ton of damage onto these CTs, but Wei doesn't even care. They're still peeking out. Yeti, low HP, gets taken out. That's bomb. Andrew left in his canals. 1 minute on the clock in a 1v3 here. Only Oof is the low HP, is the only low HP player. But Krona,
Push.
heavy aggression. It's gonna catch out
Confidence
Andrew.
Krona. Huge dick Krona. He just swings them straight up.
And it does look like we do still have some, Krona cheer squad in Twitch chat as well. So they're gonna be happy. Think Krona?
Shout out to the Krona Cheers squad.
Yeah, Krona already 4 kills in this half. Even off to a great start. Looks like a bit of a default coming out from the side of the Applebee's enjoyers. Only one player watching the B side of the map, and we do have Scraps in the lower canals, but oof, shooting through the smoke is gonna take out Yeti. But Andrew's right there to take the gun back. Krona stops it from getting out of hand. Still a 4v4 here. With it looks like the CTs have completely vacated A site. From behind just has the site all on their own. If they're not ready,
Okay, retaking it is possible. The problem is, I think from behind's just going to keep on going. Wraps into CT spawn, and now this timing becomes awkward, though. If all the teammates die first, it's not really going to matter. That's one. Shoots him in the head from behind. And salvages, grabs that M4. Now just has the site clear, and so Yeti can run in, but with Wei peeking around on this one, Scraps, can run in. It's going to be hard for Scraps to get onto the site and plant, but they just jump past. Now they're sticking. A couple bullets whipped by, and from behind can cover. Now from up above. 2 kills already in this round, and now as they're taken down, it has to be a 1v2 from Scraps. The problem is that they're caught looking up as Antlion swings around the long flank coming through. And round 13 locked in, flawless so far as CTs. Do you know D-Way on their own map pick of Anubis? They want to close it with confidence.
yeah, this is great stuff from them. Look, they're just not afraid of anything that the Applebee's enjoyers have shown. Even when they are kind of split up a little bit or have some players flanking around with, from behind, catching a timing all the way onto A site, they didn't really back off at all. But from behind actually takes a fast opener onto Oof. 10 seconds in and it's already a 4v5 for D-Way. And they're gonna, it looks like the only person that's kind of watching this mid area is now Oof. Or Krona, excuse me, which puts them down into, oh! That was a nice boost from behind. He's going to take out Wei, and that puts 3 counter-terrorists here to defend. It looks like 2 of them are arriving here on the B site. Antline takes cash. From behind, still hits another shot into Krona. Andrew going to take out Antline, and that leaves K-House in a 1v4 to clutch. Oh, the molly hits the doorway.
That's the instinct. They always mollied off that door when they were on T side, and now just flubs a molly and mollies off the door, forgetting which side they're on, realizing, oh wait, I have to get into the site. And finally, the curse has been lifted. A round placed on the board after a little bit of a loss streak there. And now it's just all about taking advantage of the economy that's in a rough spot. As Applebee's enjoyers, they've got a mountain to climb.
From behind, getting another opener. That off is really starting to roar out. Takes out 2, taking down Antline as well. Another 3v5, and it looks like because their economy wasn't great, the counter-terrorists were still forced on pistols. From behind with a third onto Oof. Krona caught out by Scraps and lower, and Wei kind of snuck through, but from behind didn't catch it, and it looks like if this bomb goes down unprotected,
damage. From here, though, if anything, they just get 1 kill. What really matters right here is what this next gun round is going to look like. Because if these CTs just keep losing in these gun rounds and aren't able to save anything, then they're just going to be stuck on full save, stuck on, maybe a couple deagles every other round. And that's going to be what enables the comeback, if it happens.
Yeah, it looks like From Behind is kind of matching Antlion, 22 and 15 versus Antlion's 23 and 13. So some players on each side are starting to come alive, and From Behind, shots through the smoke isn't going to catch anything. But that Molly looks like it's actually going to land next to Oof. It's not going to get any damage, though. Nade from Scraps doesn't get anything either, and this first contact here, if Scraps decides to push this, Way's right there waiting.
This opening duel of this pivotal round, it's not even going to happen. Wave's just going to back up and drop a smoke. Now here to hold this. Everyone just sort of in this stalemate, agreeing to keep the map control that they have. Now the peek comes through, and now Scraps instantly headshots him. Cash Mo has Antlion as well, and both of the B players going down these last CTs. They should save. This should be a jam time right here, especially as Krona falls. There's no reason that you would give away these M4s.
Yeah, I mean, that was really clean shooting from both Scraps and Cash, getting those entries. Oof, gonna be able to take out Scraps. Let's give a little pressure. Let's Chaos out. Catches the timing. From behind doesn't see him. Oh, but he catches him on the other side of that pillar, and oof, low HP, forced to save here. And that's gonna be an 8th for the Applebee's enjoyers. And if they're to make this comeback, then they've shortened the difference of rounds from 8 down to only 5, which only 3 rounds, but the economy on the side of D-Way is still not great. This is looking a little worrisome if they can't put a stop to this soon.
Alright. Instant smoke. Oof up close. They've stacked B, and, well, guess who's leaning more towards A?
It does look like From Behind's really wanting to take this mid control, but Flash is over, but isn't going to actually push. Just going to throw some
No one to
util out.
peek.
Cash gets tagged once by Usem 4. Looks like
Oh, the corner.
a bit of a weird bounce, but Scraps alleviates it, taking out Antlion on the B site. And while all this contact's going on, there's 3 terrorists with the bomb planting on A. There is nobody there to stop this plant. Chaos thinks he has a flank, but bomb isn't even over here. That is
All right.
2 kills in the favor of the counter terrorists, and are they gonna opt to
Oof and Krona
save?
have to
Or...
save. Their money is so bad. They have to. They have to. It is required. And From Behind says, I don't care. Offs them down. Oof and K-House perhaps will be the 2 to try and hold on to AKs. But surprisingly, it's even. From Behind has gone down. Cash has gone down. And walking up, Chaos has got a pick. This round is very, very doable because Oof has invested into a kit and K-House has gotten the kill. Instantly on the retake and the defuse coming through just enough time.
Wow, that is an
Winning with the pistols.
incredible finisher to that round. They did have the man advantage in a 4v3, and even though they lost 2 players, only taking 1, they got back into that 2v2, and yeah, I mean, I don't think the terrorists were expecting them to actually push on that. They knew their money was bad, and K-House and Noof making it work, getting those 2 kills, and getting themselves back into a good economy and taking a 14th, ending that small loss streak. They're now 2 rounds out from closing out their map pick on here on Anubis. Looks like From Behind has the op is not going to be here in mid this round, actually opting to stick around and boost on top of Cash. Up towards the B site here. Oof's going to flash over mid. Not quite getting aggressive, and From Behind spots Way. Flashman doesn't hit, but From Behind with a miss. Way is able to just sit here in this spot. Scraps taking one on the A site. That's going to drag rotates.
Oh, so many rotates, even more damage, and now Bomb is coming back. The problem is Scraps dying so early means that they can realize and they can just stay here at B. The fake has been called. Oof has all of the information, but from behind catches Antlion, still trying to run, still trying to cross that site. Knows that one more is in here to the back left. These last two Ts, they've got a lot to do here, a lot of angles to clear. A good smoke allows them up close. Yeti can plant the bomb with from behind supervision, though the bomb drops on the ground. From behind, has the trade, has the quick scope, even a tag. Tech nines him down. Why the heck not? 3 kills for him already. Needs a 4K to complete this clutch. But do they know exactly where Oof is? No! But then Oof peeks with a nade out. Oh, this is so awkward. Such little time. 8 seconds for from behind to get it. He is just sticking it as Oof decides to wrap up
That is some
and around.
That is some great heads up play from behind. But is he ready?
Oh, he's
He
not.
is, but he misses the shot, and that's gonna give Oof a way back to close out the round. That got really scary for them. That would have been a 1v2 from behind on a 4K. That was really good shooting, and was actually almost brought them that round, brought them back in, made it competitive, and
Yeah.
they have
The
a bit
tough
of an
part,
eco.
yeah, the tough part is the fact that from behind just wasn't sort of expecting the elevated angle just a little bit, and so had to make a flick and wasn't able to hit it. This round, well, this is it. All these guns a little bit fast up here to take that lower canal control. From behind just smoked off in mid, so dumps a molly. Gonna stop any CTs from pushing up. Now just gonna scope in, hold down this angle. Do they see him? Oh, shot so close. From behind. Really wants to get something to open up this round, but instead, that may have been their final life here on Anubis. House getting Andrew, these ops working magic, and why not the UMP2? Antlion has the pick onto Scraps, and so Yeti and Cash, 2v5, or we are heading to Breach. Do you know the way here on their map pick, making things work. And Yeti has 3 HP. All that would need to happen is some of these players to do 1 point of damage, and yeah, Oof will do a little bit more than 1. There it is, 16-8. Great first game from this mixed team that only really came together last Tuesday.
Yeah, that is really important for them to win their own map pick. I think that there are a lot of really strong players on the side of Applebee's Enjoyer, so not quite able to edge out a bit of a cheeky win on the opponent's map pick. Gives D-Way the lead here in 1-0, going on to Breach, which is the pick of the Applebee's Enjoyers, and I think we're probably gonna go to a bit of a break here. So we'll catch you guys back for map 2. Alrighty, welcome back. We're coming back with map 2 of the
Let's
new maps
go.
event. We have map 2 being Breach, which is actually the first time we've seen a team play
I'm
Breach.
so hyped. We get to see Breach.
I know you've been
Yeah!
waiting. You've been really excited for this.
I would not
And,
say I'm a Breach fan. I don't really know much about it. I just like to root for the underdog, you know? And when in the entirety of group stage, this map is never picked. I just think it's cool to see it. I do remember playing it in the operation when it came out, and right now it's just fast up mid. They are running it down. Applebee's Enjoyers just full speed. They've started on T because D-Way has picked CT, and D-Way is just starting to crumble. It's only K-House and Way left up. As this site is taken, Bomb can go ahead and go down, and these last two CTs are going to try to look for some crisp headshots, but I don't know how easy it'll be for them to find anything. Way with one, Way with two. Okay, you know what? This is suddenly so possible because, I mean, Cash is already on half health. Tap onto it. Swing from up above, and Way taps him down. Beautiful, crisp, clean 3K for him. And I know DeWay, they're right here, clutching out that pistol round. That's gotta sting. After losing the first map, that's gotta really sting for Applebee's Enjoyers.
That was a 2v4 going in favor of D-Way, with the 1v2 that ended in a 3K 4-way. Way was able to show them D-Way to take that pistol. So, but with Bomb going down, it's going to allow the Applebee's Enjoyers to force up, and Andrew takes the opening engagement from behind, investigating mid like he was on Anubis, but not going to find anything. Scraps caught out. Goes down to Way. And it looks like there's no more presence going towards, I believe that's the A site. Yeah. Looks like a little bit of engagement between Oof and Cash. Cash taking out Oof with a headshot.
Nice.
And that's going to call all the terrorists over. You're going to go get this bomb down. Molly out in the door. A-Line sprints through and takes out two. Finally goes down to Cash, but...
And it stops the plant too.
And again, man disadvantage. And it still turns around to go even. K-House! Not even looking at Cash.
No
Gets him.
way!
Literally, Way! It's gonna get that last kill and...
Actually, yes.
Wait, are they gonna find the
can't
bomb?
It's in the
Okay.
corner. It's behind the servers. It's just over there. No, don't bump those servers, or the stream will stop. We're actually running it on them.
This is crazy aggression from D-Way. They're all showing that they're really letting the confidence flow. They took that first map and they realized they can play with a little bit of speed here on the counter-terrorist side. They're up one map. They're not afraid to maybe lose some rounds and just try out some new things and risk some quick plays.
Gotta love the quick plays, and well, you gotta love the Krona Scout. You know, their face name may be Krona de Opper, but they get it going with that Scout. A little bit of a tag up. Antlion tag down a little bit too. And these CTs having congregated
Andrew
in mid are having a rough time given Andrew's Deeg. Oh, Krona tag down as well. Gonna get swung on and finished off. Another man disadvantage though. Again, very quickly it's back to even.
and it's not even. It's gonna even go. It's gonna go further than just even. As Chaos and Doof are gonna take one. Yeti gets one back, but caught behind his Way. That is getting it just a bit of a pistol. Some pistol damage though. Only 2 round guns on the side of the counter terrorist going through. So while Way still has plenty of money, it's gonna be a bit worrying if they do lose this round. They're not gonna have a ton to buy with. But they are taking the lead 3-0. And let's see if the Applebee's Enjoyers. First buy here, first gun round. Let's see if they can start answering back.
They got anything. Down below, Antlion. Gonna get grabbed by Scraps there. Corona shooting through that glass. I was about to get caught out, but instead it just grabbed the attention so that Oof could get the kill. Scraps has another though. Perhaps she could be their way into a first round win here. As pushing up, no, denied. Way and K-House getting their own kills, and now it's left to Andrew and Yeti. Andrew's just lurking here. As mid has this little bit of a rotate, but Yeti's gone down in the meanwhile. All that he could do was sit there and watch the bullets fly back and forth. And now, gotta try and take these duels, and yeah, you can make any kind of contact there because as soon as you do, the next player will swing, and that's that.
Just really good stuff coming in. They're playing aggressive and they're not letting up for D-Way. They are in the Applebee's Enjoyer's face and they are just not afraid to show any aggression. And even with, they're still trading back and forth and it's getting down to the nitty gritty, they're just still playing confidently. It looks like fast B push.
This
Oof,
is confident.
and a 1v5. Oof, gets one.
Oh no.
Panic drops the
grenade
nade.
is
Nade doesn't
At
do
least it
enough
did
damage. It doesn't do enough to drop anyone. Antlion takes another. 3v4, the counter terrorists are slowly falling, and Krona's going to get a second. Leaves Andrew in the 1v4. In the smoke, do they know?
Oh.
Andrew.
If they go past, they did.
Krona's on the
Thing is,
bomb.
Krona's already on it.
And they have a
Maybe
smoke on that
Andrew
bomb.
gets some damage. One, and that's all.
Nothing more. It's going to go, like, yet again in favor of D-Way. Taking a 5-0 lead here. Another buy coming in from the side of the Applebee's Enjoyers with a double op. One on from behind and one on Andrew. A bit interesting, as I think that this map somewhat favors some closer angles. Krona, fast mid-aggression, but Andrew finally put the stop to it. Finally gets an opening on their side. And Antlion forced to kind of babysit that area of the map way with a bit of a flash. Forces the shot out of Andrew. Looks like they actually have a lineup for that. Cash.
Till, yeah. Okay, but Cassius is ready to move up close.
And
Eddie
all
not ready.
three.
They're just gone. Just rest in peace. Oh,
Wow.
the wall bang. Yeah, this is a little bit tough. This newer map is well, it's so new to some of these players. They're not even ready for all of these angles. And just ready for that one on the cross, though a little bit of a missed shot now means the position revealed has to peek out, has to get out of this corner. And
He's a little too far,
he
but
decided to drop it, but K-House is on the angle from the window. Not easy to adjust vertically to even just try to flick onto that. Whereas K-House knew exactly where Andrew had to come from.
Yeah, I mean,
Six
Andrew
rounds
gets
flawless.
that opener, but it doesn't even matter because the next 4 engagements, all one after another, go in the favor of every single D-Way player, which is just crazy. Looks like some fast mid-aggression from Cash. Not even going to get Antlion. Krona gets one of their own, and from behind, going to take a second. The Deagle doing some work. Going to get 2 kills out of it. Krona, now wary of the angle, but from behind, not able to recover any weapon, doesn't care. Still gets 2 kills there. Puts in, even numbers of the 3v3. Not for long, though, as K-House and Krona on their ops. Going to take out Scraps and Yeti. Now from behind, walking up. Does Krona know? Krona must hear it now. Krona not able to get the shot. I think it's from behind a chance here. They got a weapon? And full armor and everything. Gets him the op. K-House. Peeks. Gives another kill in favor of from behind. This would be an ace clutch if he's able to do this.
Okay.
This puts him in the 1v1 with the bomb going towards B, which, oof, might have a read, is already ready for it.
I
This
think
would be
we've
a-
watched a from behind oof clutch before.
We have, and this would be a crazy, crazy clutch to win. I think it would be a 1v3, turning into the ace, and
Oh,
oof,
they're gonna run
starting
into
to
each
get
other?
wary.
Oh no.
I think
From
Oof got a little
behind
impatient.
touched
Here's the
the
bomb.
site.
Drops the defensive smoke and from behind gets the kill. Takes the ace.
Beautiful.
The first kill, the first round for the Applebee's enjoyers comes the way of a 1v3 ace clutch coming out of from behind, which is very reminiscent of the last map with the first round coming out of an antlion clutch. So this is maybe their own response here. From behind seems ready to just make things happen. That is crazy
They
stuff.
multiplied their kill count by 6 there with that ace. Good stuff. From behind. Now wants to take the fight onto mid, and you know, I won't forgive a player like Antlion for just tucking back and not peeking, because once you do, yeah, you're gone. From behind, dangerous way though. Goes past the Molotov, and getting from behind, you would say, oh phew, the fragger's gone, but Andrew is still here. Getting 2 on that AK. They're gonna filter in and around, able to just plant.
Yeah, Chrono left in this 1v4. Might as well just save the op, and that's exactly
this
what they're gonna do. Yeah, I mean, the money on the side of the counter-terrorists is kind of it's not that great, just because they've been going for these double ops or these ops every single round, and getting down to a lot of rounds here where there are only 2 players living, meaning that some players are not getting drops or having to get to full buy themselves, and it looks like it's finally starting to come back to bite them. And if Krona doesn't save this gun, if Andrew actually finds this kill, it's looking like it's going to be an eco. That is really good shooting out of the side out of Andrew, though. Able to get the trade on from behind, and still gets a second, and Krona taking one at the end. 3 alive on the side of Applebee's enjoyers gives them a second round here. So it's not just a one and done. They're gonna start a bit of a streak here, and Oof is the one actually given the op here. And Krona's gonna opt for an MP9, surrounded by deeps.
Okay. Well, you know, we've seen Oof be impactful, and we've seen Deagles get some good kills, so I wouldn't count him out here, but I also wouldn't put any money on him unless the odds were real good. Graps pushes him back here in this, I guess, mid-hallway, you may call it. I guess we could just get to make up callouts as we go. Ooh, pick on the player pushing in. That's one CT gone, and now the T's just gonna group up and head all the way around towards A. Gonna catch one. Antlion as well up close, has picked up the op, but goes down way. Deagle shot missing just a little bit. But Cashmo won't an instant headshot, and so only Krona trying to come behind, but from behind says, nah, that's my thing. Get out of here. Ops him down, and 3-6. They've started to figure things out.
Yeah, it's gonna be an iffy buy on the side of Dewey, since they did have some pistol buys that when they weren't on the greatest deco, it looks like Oof's gonna opt for a full force here, but everyone else staying around the 2,000 mark with way a little bit more probably to afford the op for the next. But it's gonna be a bit of a aggressive play on the B side, a bit of a crossfire with Yeti hanging out in mid here with Scraps. That nade, not quite gonna do a ton. Okay, I was just taking a little bit of damage. Andrew taking out Oof actually, but traded back. Krona gets one with the deagle. Still hanging around in mid with Scraps and Yeti, but Cash has found a bit of timing behind Krona, going into this door. Looks like Cash is waiting for some CT aggression, and Yeti paired up with from behind are gonna take the bomb, and they're gonna make their way towards A. Chaos getting another one, or one of their own. Looks like they have some players ready for this. There are 2 players waiting here. Chaos takes out Cash in mid. That's the lurk dead. Antlion, the CZ gets 1, gets 2 with the CZ. Doesn't even need way to peek. CZ 75, 1 magazine is all they needed. And that's an eco round. coming out of the side of that's incredible. Coming out of the side of D-Way, and this could
I
have been
called
back
out
on the
the
board.
crossfire there. I was like, oh, this is a great crossfire. Nah, it's just a great CZ. The first contact in the crossfire just did everything.
That is awesome stuff from them.
Way in from behind, have a fight to take, and a nade chunks from behind down. 51 damage. Not an easy amount to stomach. They get a couple more rounds. I don't know which side this map favors, but when it's a new map and you're not really used to it, I would say that CTs have a little bit more of an advantage, as they're just the ones who get to chill back and hold their angles. But right now, it's a push forward. The T's taking all of these frags. Oof has at least gotten damage in, though. Able to get one. The issue is that Scraps is wrapped all the way around, and so Antlion has a 1v3 clutch. Do they attempt it? Well, we'll find out right after this bomb plant.
Looks like they're gonna play some exits here. They're gonna opt for the save.
Makes
and
sense.
Those two openers from the terrorists, they I think were the difference maker in this round. I mean, it's shown so far that pretty much it feels like in most of these rounds, whoever's getting that opening pick is finishing that round. So it is another one of the few where the terrorists have gotten an opener and they're able to convert it into the round win. So far, it looks like they know where the op is, and they're pairing up. Maybe a bit of a question mark if they're going to push into this, but
They don't want to
Antlion,
lose their own.
yeah, Antlion going to hang out on CT spawn here. The, oh, looks like they're coming close. Not going to meet. It looks like the money is plenty to buy on the side of Douay, so they're going to, Antlion's going to drop 2 guns here. That gives every single player enough to buy full utility and armor. And 7-4. I would say that, well, yes, generally, I think that maps favor CTs. I think that this map is one that is probably very even considering how easy it is for either side to aggress. It seems like one of those maps, and Scraps just watch this smoke and takes out Oof.
Ouch.
Instant headshot.
That's an
Antlion
oof moment.
coming over to alleviate. Only actually gets the kill on Scraps, and from behind, tag down. Almost kills Way through the smoke. But
The
Way's
nade.
nade and Krona each getting another. Antlion taking out Cash, and this is just brutal. Yeti left in the 1v3 to clutch. Takes out the first on Way.
Yeah, good headshot. They still have 2 more to find. These 2 players are split up. Yeti has to go back and get the bomb. This is going to give the CTs time to get into whatever formation they want to be in. And right now, it looks like their plan is just to sit back. Don't have to do anything too crazy. Just play a player per bomb site. See if either Yeti walks into you, or if you can just get some kind of audio cue and then rotate. Yeti is going to be running up towards where Antlion's op is purveying. The CZ out right now. We know how deadly that is. Just tucked into the corner, waiting. And contact should come soon. Oh, moved out of it for a little bit. And now just still hidden. Yeti. I don't think Yeti's aware of this angle. Clearing up and around, and oh, just the wrong timing. Antlion caught looking into the wall. Didn't realize that Yeti had just walked all the way up, and now Yeti can retrieve an op, duck all the way back around, and just play this plant from afar. Krona hears those footsteps, though. Krona has a molly. If they can get the molly to block this peek, perhaps they can force Yeti to fight out towards them. Instead, they're just going to peek. They're going to fight, and oh, running so fast. The shot goes wild. A flash, though, makes it so awkward, and now Krona tapping onto it. A molly. Yeti has won this clutch out and going to get the kill. Just the cherry on top. Another clutch going the way of the T's.
That is a great play from Yeti. Just being quiet and making sure to clear all of sight is really, really smart there. Just because they didn't know quite exactly where Antlion was sitting, and Antlion sitting in the corner with a CZ is a bit questionable. just not really giving themselves even a chance to fight as Yeti catches them in the back.
Yeah, I'd rather not sit in a corner where I have to guess left or right and just play off the site, hold something, and then retake. Ooh, that is
Seems
a
like
good
multiple lining
opening,
up.
but even better damage. Yeah, Krona just about with the lineup. Andrew has gotten K-House, traded back, and now Wei is traded again. Though the T's come out on top. Not by the HP, though. More collectively for the CTs in the 2 versus 3. Oof sitting up close with an SMG just around this corner. We'll see if they're cleared well Wei. Pushing forward to take some info. Scraps holding, making sure they're not too aggro. As they
Oof.
split on into B here. Coming up close, Oof just still tucked in this same corner. This same exact hidey hole. And the
Both
walk
players low
clear,
HP.
Andrew. Oh, Andrew is aware. So aware. But doesn't clear it all the way. Oh, now they peek out. Now they're ready. Andrew realizes, oh, wait, there's more to that than it seems. Peeks all the way around and has an instant headshot. And now Wei has to attempt a 1v3.
That is a great clear by Andrew. Considering that both of the low HP players are the first ones that could have made contact.
Oh, this is timing.
Oh no. Andrew, not going to turn around at all. Wei's going to get down. Wei turns, sees, gets one. But it's too late. No, even with the kit, that's pushing it. Gonna take out Cash on the way out. Leave Scraps in the 1v1, but this bomb's gone. That's gonna be another round for the terrorists. Gonna be 6 for the Applebee's enjoyers. And that MP9 against the 2 low HP players could have been so scary, but Andrew was so, so in tune and ready for that angle, and just, wide swing clears it. So great stuff out of Andrew there, and it's gonna lead to a force on the side of Wei, a scout on K House, an MP9 on Krona, and 2 M4s and an AK.
One with less.
They indeed have one with less. So, and looks like that one gun's gonna do plenty as Oof is gonna take out Scraps. Smokes himself off from Cash.
Oh, yeah.
Krona's
Out in the open. Cover.
Cash. Krona is just dodging bullets right now.
Why?
Doing a ton of damage. 2 players, 3 and 6 HP.
How is he alive here?
Another player on 3 HP.
Okay. We have 12 HP total between 3 of these T's. From behind, though, onto 88, so you could say that they're going to be the one who's going to have to do the heavy lifting here. Got the bomb on their back, bringing it on up. As these players get close, Krona coming around. Andrew has to have a quick headshot because Krona can just get it with 1 on the body. A boost to look up over this fence, but no one's there. Now Krona coming back. I doubt he clears this, so this could be their opening frag. Yes. From behind getting it. Now the bomb is going to go down and away in another clutch. This time, a 1v2, not a 1v3. So it's very, very doable. Flash deep. Going to just sprint out of that smoke. Waiting for the first fight. Here's the smoke drop from behind. Not sure where Yeti is. Looking up close, it's a clear, a good body shot, but Yeti instant on the trade. 7-7. This half will be as close as it can be, and this last round will determine who takes the lead.
That is low HP on 3 of the 4 players, and well, yeah, they had the man advantage. It is really good that they're finishing out that round and not letting it get out of control. They had 3 players adding up to 12 HP total, which is just ridiculous. So getting out of that with just being a little careful, not letting it get out of hand and turn into a counter-terrorist win is good on them. It's gonna turn into a 7-7 map, and this 7 rounds alone seems really, really, really good on the terrorist side. And I think if they make it 8, it's gonna be a tall ask for D-Way to match it on their own T side. And it does make sense that just seeing this, the way that they're playing the map together and sort of taking map control as units, it makes sense seeing as why this is the map pick of the Applebee's Enjoyers.
Definitely. Even if, no one's really used to playing this one too much, especially on 128 tick, given that no one played it in the group stages. But they're still looking pretty comfy.
It's like a pretty much full buy on the side of D-Way, only with a FAMAS on K-House. A little bit lacking in util, only 3 grenades left for that entire side. Andrew, opening duel, takes out, quick headshot onto Oof. Gives the advantage, and now that's mid. Antlion smoked out and can't really watch across. They could take A without him having anything to say about it. From behind's going to cross in front of the smoke, and it's not going to fade in time for Antlion to even make a difference. Not even sure if they crossed. K-House rotating over to A. Looks like they might have a lead here. Andrew takes out Antlion, fully ready for it. From behind takes out Way as well. Scraps taking out K-House. That is, it is just all bodies dropping in favor of the Applebee's Enjoyers, and unless Krona can come out with their own 1v5, it looks like it's going to be an 8th round.
Saying it here, I think we go to map 3.
I do too. It would be an impressive. That is the 8th for the Applebee's Enjoyers. It's going to have to be an impressive T-side for D-Way if they really want to make a difference and if they really want to be able to take this map away from their opponents and take the 2-0. But looking at how it is now, it looks like we are shaping up to have our own... full map 3.
Tuscan would be the decider. Though, I don't know, maybe they've practiced a little bit. Maybe they have some advanced tactic here for the T side. Do you know D-Way? They gotta have at least something. And right now, Rush B, that's pretty advanced, though. You gotta clear the corner. You gotta clear that. You gotta clear that, because Andrew has 4. Way with 2 quick headshots back, but that's all they're gonna find, because the rotate was instant. Beautiful from the corner there. Andrew just magic with the USP.
That is great shooting from Andrew. That is disgusting. Clearing that own corner in a round where it really mattered on their T side and goes uncleared when he plays in it, and he turns it into a 4K on the pistol. And with no bomb plant, that forces the full Glock eco on the side of D-Way. And the scout on Scraps, gonna do some damage to K-House. Molly comes out. Gets a shooting range for Cash. Cash gets 2. From behind's nade gets 2 of his own, and he gets a 3rd of the MP9. Quickly shutting it down. No bodies dropping, and 5 staying alive. That is great stuff.
It's got to feel satisfying when your nade just skadoosh dunks 2 people. It's AKs. This is it. This is where I think either we see a win for the T's and they start a streak, or it's just GG's.
Yeah, I mean, it is a 3-round lead now. Full guns for the terrorists. But it's gonna be interesting to see if they're gonna be able to put a stop to the train that is Applebee Enjoyers, as they are keeping all 5 alive. But Krona and Cash getting a kill each, and Oof actually TK's Antlion trying to kill from behind. Oof on low HP as well. We're still in a 3v3, but Cash avoiding the nade. Way gets 1. K-House gets the headshot on the Yeti, and that leaves Scraps in a 1v3 with only a scout and a defuse kit. Smoked out.
Yeah, they know exactly where she is. Hey, but they don't have the bomb yet.
Can retrieve the bomb. It's safe. They're not gonna have to worry about Scraps getting to it first, but Scraps is gonna hang out here. Doesn't seem too involved, and doesn't seem like they
really want to go looking for more.
Yeah.
It was a bonus round for them, so their eco is going to be fine, and they should be able to get a bye going into this next.
This is like the most awkward, like, kind of save, I guess. You know, maybe Scraps just hoping to find a rifle or something. Instead, finds a bullet to the brain. Oof. Gets that one, maybe making up for that team kill. 8 rounds on the board. That was the crucial one. It puts Applebee's Enjoyers into a spot where they're just going to deco. They could have bought some rifles, but they want to have everything. They want to have the op-on from behind. They want to have M4s and util. It makes sense. But it means that they're going to have to give up 9. Barring some beautiful headshots.
Yeti posted up, gets nothing. Cash is rotating over to the heaven position, but K-House has a molly. Ready for a player where Andrew is, but it doesn't spread far enough. Cash tagged down, but Andrew gives away his position. Actually, Dinkson takes out. He's going to get K-House. Antlion now pinched between Scraps and Andrew. Scraps catches the
that
timing.
bomb.
That drops the bomb. This deco's working out. Cash gets another in mid. Krona in the 1v3, tagged by the molly. Does some damage to Andrew, but not quite able to finish it. Finish the job, but not ready for Scraps in heaven. Scraps knocks Krona down to 12 HP. Krona ready for it, but Scraps is gonna peek first and take it out. That's a deco, getting 2 alive and continuing their winning ways. No bomb plant either is gonna put a lot of pressure onto the terrorists now. They have enough to buy for a few players, but and Antlion having to opt for a Tech 9, and Krona's probably best they're gonna get is a Galil.
On that B site, it's so awkward. There's so many elevated angles that you just don't have cover from. And so you move out of one position to hide from there, and then the next spot is able to shoot you down, though. Shooting him down, it's Antlion to get the one onto Cashmo. And at the same time, Oof had gotten a pick. Now loses their life out to Andrew. 3v4. And the weaponry evens out now. The Tech 9 was able to pick up a rifle. Andrew doing great here to get another one. Damage even onto the shoulder of K-House. And yeah, get out of there. Run away. Let your teammates get into the fray. And it's from behind. A good shot. Not ready for Antlion up close. The op goes down and the T's are on to A.
Yeah, after the trades come out, it is pretty even. 2v2, 2 players are tagged a little bit, health favoring the terrorists a bit here, but this retake is very, very possible. Yeti coming out of CT, looks like they're waiting for Andrew to kind of catch up or make some contact. That timing, I don't know if Andrew texts to his left. He doesn't.
Ooh.
And that means that Antlion can just fully flank behind Yeti. They're going to have to start coming out soon. If they're not careful, Yeti is going to go down fast to Antlion.
Oh, yeah.
Antlion.
See him. Oh,
The spray!
spray. Oh, he's one bullet. One bullet.
Oh.
One bullet, and he does it. Straight into the head. Gave him a little bit of a haircut before he finally said goodnight. Bomb blast going off and making up for that awkward loss to Deagles. Do you know DE Way? Gets it. Now again, they have a tough buy, and again, they're up against Deagles, so maybe don't go B here.
Yeah,
They're going B.
That was a really close round. The spray was all above the head, and until he was right behind Yeti, Antlion just barely gets the headshot on one of his last bullets, so Yeti taking first contact. Andrew goes down, favors the T's. Yeti does some damage, no kills come out of it, and 2 players in heaven. From behind in Yeti, waiting for some aggression. That nade lands right at from behind's feet and takes him out. Chaos. Quick swing and kills Yeti. Full blinded by his own teammate, but it won't matter. Scraps, not ready for it. Recovers though, but not quite enough shots landed. Chaos on the P250. Getting kills with all kinds of weapons here. And Cash not taken out way. And that leaves 5 alive for DE Way. And
that one round that Deco could have turned into a much worse standing, but they were able to recover, take the next two, and it's a
Yeah.
1-round map.
Lightning just doesn't strike twice. They can't do it again with those Deagles. Now with 4 M4s and a FAMAS, they're gonna try to do it here. Neither team on the weaponry that they may want. Oof, swinging up forward and from behind. That's an aggressive push to get the opening. Able to find that one and wants to go forward for even more. Perhaps using util to just delay any kind of hit into A. And K-House is meeting Hashmo's M4. And I don't think it's very nice to meet them.
Yeah, I don't think Cash planned on being too friendly. Takes out K-House, actually. Krona goes down to scraps. 2 CTs tagged down to 30 HP, but Cash spots at least one of them. He knows where both of them are. Doesn't get either. Way tagged down to 50. Antline at almost full. From behind, are they going to clear this? Looks like they turn that direction, but from behind gets one. Antline in the 1v3. Already has one down, has the bomb. Has an idea
read this.
on where Scraps is. Scraps is at low HP as well. That Molly, so they're going to spread or shut them out. Looks like Scraps is going to get just on the site. Antlion not ready for it. What a shot through the glass. Scraps takes out Antlion. That's going to get a 12th round for the Applebee's enjoyers.
Just as it gets close, just as you think one team might pull ahead, you know, they weathered the storm of that Deco loss and then started to get a couple together, and then it's right back. No more than 2 rounds in a row so far within this half. As it's full AKs across the board. D-Way. Not an op on either side, so they don't have to be too worried about from behind, though. The M4 is still scary in the hands of such a strong player. And they're grouping towards B. A smoke off means that they just have to pause. But as soon as this fades, it's going to be pandemonium as they fight on forward.
It looks like they're really keen on hitting this B site, and Cash kind of pushing down mid and getting curious. Gets tagged down to 20, but gets one and is going to get out. Looks like some utilities coming in on the B site.
Nice.
Alien actually takes out 2. He kills Cash through the
Shut the
door.
second? Oh my god.
Goes down with the bomb. Yeti left on the site. Krona takes him out from behind and Scraps in heaven. From behind's gonna go down the staircase. From behind takes out the bomb plant. Oof, 50 HP left in the 1v2. Both counter terrorists at almost full HP. They know Scraps is in heaven. Are they ready for the from behind push? It looks like Scraps actually doubling up with from behind here. They know where the
they
bomb
have
was
a
dropped
smoke.
at. Oof, still worried about heaven. From behind swings out and is actually going to finish the round there with a 3K, stopping things from getting scary. That double kill from Antline on the entry. I think he killed Cash through the door before it even opened. So, or even just hitting him through Andrew. So that was really scary. That could have turned into a terrorist win. But from behind, coming in at heaven and finishes it off with 3K. And looking at the scoreboard on each side, it looks like from behind and Andrew with 20 plus kills. Cash is almost there, and looks like kills are a bit more evenly spread on the T side.
Yeah. It's the 2 premier players really showing their stuff here. On the other hand, as you said, an even spread for these T's, and, well, a nice even grouping running up onto this site, and good Tech 9 opener running out of bullets. Scraps can only get 2. Cashmo, though lit, just has to back up and gonna get caught in the side. Oof, with the picked up AK. Now has a 2K and is pushing forward for even more. Andrew at least has come around the side. One of those 2-star players here for Applebee's enjoyers. Creeping up and getting another instant headshot while Yeti runs forward and finds Oof. Got a little bit hectic against the pistols, but they're able to clutch it out. Grab all those kills. Grab 2 weapons to keep their economy flowing. And now just one more till match point. 2 more till map 3 of Tuscan.
That's some really, really good plays from the counter terrorist to get back on the site and not let the deco get out of hand.
it's a good job that they shut it down. Didn't let them get that round, and the money on the side of the terrace is looking really, really weak here. So even on max loss, it's gonna be tough for them if they lose this round to take that to take even more to push into overtime. But for now, from behind peeks out and does something. Oof! Actually through the smoke gets a headshot and takes out from behind. Cash is gonna get one back on way, but that's still that gives them mid control. It's like because of that, Cash is flowing back and gonna take over mid from A. Andrew tagged through the smoke by K House. Scraps underneath the bridge is ready, but Krona through the smoke gets another. That's 2 CTs dead through smokes. Cash sees him flash through, takes out Antlion. No one's gonna immediately fall through. That's all 3 terrorists grouped up. Does Scraps know this? Scraps does a little bit of damage. Doesn't get a kill though. Cash takes out K House from the peak. Scraps did one of their own. Can Cash get another? He can't. But Oof can only get the 1-2 alive, with Scraps getting a double to close out the round. And that's match point for the side of the Applebee's enjoyers.
Cash has really started to come alive. They're now also at that 20 kill point. As Applebee's enjoyers just need one more. It's a fast commit towards A. They've got Galil, they've got a scout, and they've got 3 AKs. Scraps is just going to insta-smoke this off, and because everything is silent, they can safely assume there may or may not be some players up behind that smoke. Though Scraps is pulled all the way back into sight, not wanting to take the fight up close towards main, instead calling on the help of from behind's op. As the 2 of them post up there, this A hit is getting ready to come through. Interesting. They've sort of given up on these defaults, and instead, they're just taking it out. First flash, the swing, clearing all of these corners and running on up. Scraps in the site, able to get a little bit of a tag. Now Tux wants to bait in for from behind, who's got a great shot with the op. First kill going their way, hoping for even more. Scraps decides to peek out, gets tagged, but still gets the kill. Scraps and from behind together, doing great to lock this one down. Out of ammo, but now the rotates are in. They have done enough. We go to map 3. We go to Tuscan. We go the distance here at your new maps event. I'm glad we got a close one here because this is exciting and Tuscan is a fun map.
Yeah, it is also just it's interesting getting to see Breach. So we've seen it. We've seen how some teams are playing it, but now we go back to an old 1.6 revived. We're gonna see Tuscan coming up next. We're gonna shoot to a little bit of a break while we get them on the right map, and we'll catch you guys on map 3.
All right, we get that hype music going, and you know what that means? That means we are into it. Map 3 of Tuscan getting underway as the knife round plays out, and this knife round actually matters. Whoever wins this gets to pick their starting side. As they are just chilling down below here towards sewers and just waiting, sort of a stalemate here.
Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. I'm excited to see Tuscan once more, especially when it looks this competitive between these two teams. Looks like Krona's gonna be the first to dive in, and all the knives going. Oh, actually comes up to a 1v2. Oof, with 4
worked out.
kills. Wow, 4
Nice.
knife kills to finish it out. That's gonna allow them to. They're gonna take their CT side first. This is
Alright.
gonna be an exciting one. I'm
So
very,
far, the
very
team that
pumped.
started CT has won each map, though that was
That's
also
true.
because it was their map picks. Or no, sorry, the team that started T won each map because it was their map picks.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I got it
So
reversed.
maybe Applebee's enjoyers are gonna
Maybe they win it. Maybe that's the script right here. We just leaked it.
Oops.
Or maybe it's the third act, and suddenly we're surprised with something new. Though not too much of a surprise that they want to go fast into B, running it on down into this site, and well, Oof's gotten that one pick. Antlion, of course, having theirs, and way as well, the issue is Andrew, a real thorn in their side, 2 instant headshots with the Glock, and it leaves us into a 2-on-2. Krona from up above, the footsteps should be heard as K-House comes down below. Spotted on out, Krona getting tagged up, but Krona getting the headshot onto Scraps. It leaves Andrew in a clutch, and while they had the beautiful 2K before, they're not gonna find 2 more. Instead, the defuse will come through, and the first round will go the way of Do You Know, D-Way.
That was really good shooting from Andrew. That double kill, and he's actually on a 3K, which put him on for the ace if he got that clutch there. But unfortunately, does not go his way, and it does in fact go the way of D-Way. And the CTs are gonna get their guns out first, and we'll see. With the bomb plan, actually, they're gonna be able to force up with a handed pretty good buy. You know, an AK-3 Galils on the side of Applebee's enjoyers. So fast integration from Antlion. Good taken out by Cash. Only 50 damage done back, but they're scaling off this quickly. All of the T's are pushing up. Krona gets a lot of damage. Oh, actually, he doesn't hit from behind, but doesn't get any damage, actually. He gets forced out.
Oh, the bomb could drop here. If Oof peeks it. Yes, that's the bomb. Oof has gotten it down, but Yeti able to pick it up, and now just wants to get out of there, but instead they turn, and it's the worst timing because Oof has 4. That's a beautiful spray down, and it Scraps in a clutch. It's just not winnable. K-House, the first test, and she's gonna fail. 2 on the
Yeah.
board. It got a little scary because of Cash's opening, but Oof just had a great spot there.
I would have thought that they would have been looking in the direction of Oof, since on the other like mid lane, Scraps was over there. Meaning I would have thought they would have assumed that Scraps had that on lock and they couldn't have been from that direction. But yeah, they all turn, and even with 2 of them at the end, they're shooting. It's just not enough. And Oof, crazy 3K spray down with a 4K to finish the round, and gonna give a second round over to the side of D-Way, and looks like the pistols on the side of Applebee's enjoyers are starting to work their way up this B short, but oof, down B long. Takes 2 of his own. Yeti and Cash fall. Antlion gets one of their own onto Scraps, and Andrew goes down to Oof. That's 3.
Okay.
And they have bomb. From behind, here's K-Hus on the other side of the smoke. Takes him out with a clean headshot. Gets a second headshot on the way, but
Yeah.
Krona close nearby to stop that from getting out of hand. That could have been worrying.
Yeah, I was gonna say like, oh, you know, this could be a flawless round, but I didn't want to curse it. I didn't even have to say it. I just had to think it. And then 2-1 Deeks come out.
I mean, we
Good
saw from
damage.
behind Ace on the last round with with a
Yeah.
1v3 clutch, so it could have happened again.
Really could have happened. I know both these teams have played this map, I believe, one time before. Um, just like they'd played Anubis one time before in that group stage. It means they both should have a little bit of experience on it. They both should be ready for these angles, should have these strats built in as Corona is forced out by a Molotov. Flash and Cash wins the duel. Now pushing up and around, sees Antlion on the jump pass, just gonna drop a smoke to block that off. Way has gotten scraps. They're over towards A main. And it means that the rest of these T's are grouped towards mid and B. I'm just gonna be coming all the way up mid, and now that is all they have because Antlion has gotten Andrew. Good kill from Cashmo though. Yeti quick switches and is still ready. 1v2 now. As Oof last alive coming from B, they've gone up mid to A, and Oof looks to follow the same path. Bomb will go down. And it's all about whether the T's can get good enough spots for this after plant.
Player here is on low HP, so it won't take that many bullets for anyone to go down. Yeti,
Good clear.
first test, goes down. Oof, 1v1. Does he have an idea? He knows
has
he
it.
does. Oh, looks away. Cash swings out and takes him out.
Ooh, good patience
goes
from
down.
Cash. Going, yeah, you're probably not going to stick this, but in case you have no kit and you are sticking, I'm going to swing out after a couple of seconds. Waits just the right amount of time. Swings it wide, gets the kill. And we have a round on the board. No crazy streaks coming out here. Everything nice and simple. We're going to get a little bit of back and forth action going already. We've got a buy up, but it brings the bank down to 0 on some of these players here for D-Way. And K-House brings Cashmo's health down to 0. Getting a good kill, and Krona making mid their playground. A good headshot over on that right side of mid. And still aggressing down, gets another one. Now able to just fall back, and in a 5-on-3, they gotta be real satisfied with this one.
30 seconds into the round, and that's 3 terrorists down. All the counter terrorists still at 70 HP or more. Only 2 ahead. Scrap's not ready for the boost, but quick flick takes it out. Chaos goes down. Way. Looks like Yeti's gonna get one back as well on the Corona. Missed Molly. Is Yeti ready? Looks like they want to check the Lincoln. Oh, they had an idea, but Oof doesn't let it get out of hand and is gonna put it down. Yeti.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how ready you are for that angle when Oof is just that quick.
Yeah, Yeti's gonna fall, and I'm gonna give a 4th for the side of D-Way, and it's gonna force a bit of a pistol buy on the side of Applebee's Enjoyers. And on Breach, it was a bit more close-quartered of a map, and so pistol seemed to be quite effective. I wonder if we'll be able to see something similar on Tuscan here. But it looks like they're opting to take up B long. They get mollied off. Oof. Gonna flash and gets a bit curious. Swings out, sees all of them. That nade comes out. Big damage. Not taking one out, but plenty of damage. Not gonna get out. Andrew with the block, he takes him out. From behind, Eagle through the edge, gonna take out Antlion, and that's the B side all for them.
Yeah, just don't peek from behind. Maybe if he's got his back turned, then that's the time to do it. Krona able to get that one. Krona with some solid aggression, really just a strong piece in this first half of map 3. K-House and Way gonna finish that last one. Nice retake. Pistols have a couple of quick headshots, but the rebuttal is in kind, and 5-1 now. I would say this map leans a little bit more towards the CTs. So you might say this is expected, but at the same time, really, any kind of momentum, if they keep it swinging forward, they could really dominate.
Yeah, it's definitely something that I'm hoping to see definitely come out of the side of the Applebee's Enjoyers. Is they're not really, so far in these first 6 rounds, they've only shown true aggression on 1 round, and I believe that was the round they ended up winning. So they're just slowly walking up, players like Antlion and Oof just opening kills. From behind, tag down below 50. Scraps and Yeti still haven't made contact yet, but Oof is really playing this B long really aggressively. A leg from behind actually goes on to Oof, knocks him down to low HP. And that nade's not gonna quite connect, and Krona at full HP is aware, takes out the first, but gets traded back from behind, takes one. Yeti F in the window, gonna take down Antlion. It's a 2v3, a 2v5 if done successfully here. Two players on the side
the
of
right
D-Way,
side.
still a full HP. Oof, it looks like they're going towards the B side, and oof, 20 HP, last one here.
Yeti has a molly for this. Does he decide to throw it there, or does he throw it something else? Now they're running, now from behind, clearing all of these angles, but not clearing where Oof is. Gonna go around to plant the bomb, and Yeti's gonna get the clear. Good running shot there from behind's leg, coming in crucial on this one. Now the molly drop to cut off the rotation, and from behind cuts way down. Why not another quick headshot from behind? Warming up into this one.
That's some
Well played.
great shooting. It's definitely one of those plays where, you know, they just need to. I was really worried that they wouldn't end up clearing that angle, and Oof would be able to swing out and kill the bomb plan, or just kill them after the bomb goes down. And thankfully, because of that leg, it does actually allow Yeti to, with one bullet, finish them off. And from behind with this op is really scary. So them getting it in their hands is good. Andrew doesn't even need the op to get frag out. Gets double opener. Krona only tags him down to 16. Doesn't actually get the kill. That's a triple opener for Andrew. Cash gets one of their own. And man, that was a fast round. 30 seconds in. And Oof is the last one remaining for the side of D-Way. Andrew, low HP, hanging out in mid. And looks like they're going to go plant on the B site. Or the A site, excuse me. Oof's going to maybe try to find a timing, maybe catch a gun. Andrew not ready for it.
That's
Oof's
a
gonna
timing.
get it. It's an AK. Oof, no armor.
No way they're gonna skip. Yep, Cashmo up above. The window, the second story window. Even a hoe and a mighty throw. They've got 3 rounds. Buy up though. This will be the attempt at a rebuttal against this streak. Just M4's no op while from behind keeping theirs. So that's going to be scary. Not really a way to deal with that one. And just a straight up duel from behind. Should be able to win at any time. That's what the util's for. Never take a fair fight. The great War Owl would once say, though. Andrew's come up in front of this smoke. Gotten a little bit of a jiggle peek. And Cash has opened up on B. Krona swings into window, but insta-trade.
Antlion is still here. Oh wow, that's a nice headshot from behind. I didn't get to see it all the way, but seeing the head glitch that they were going up against is nice seeing them finish it. But yeah, it looks like I said, when these T's are starting to play some aggressive positions and take map control, they're having a lot of success, and it's making it difficult for the side of D-Way to slow them down. And it's really looking, it is looking a little bit bleak for the counter terrorists here, and a bit of a weaker buy. They're gonna opt to have some weaker guns so they can save this round, get a better buy in the next. And it looks like B long is where they decided to go. They completely sprint through, are gonna wrap through T-spawn, and from behind has an idea, but actually is ready for K-House's short push.
Oh no,
swing
this
out.
is a shooting gallery.
Shooting gallery with
Whoa.
no shots connecting. Antlion blind to the CZ, gets it. There's a lot of damage coming out. And Cashmo with the 4K spray down. Gonna end the
Andrew is
round.
pissed on all of them.
Gonna finish the round there, but that could have been a lot worse. If from behind doesn't get any trades there, doesn't get traded at all there, if Cash is just a bit late, that gets really scary, and that quickly turns into a group of players all picking up guns. But they're able to shut it down. Gives a buy over to the side of D-Way. And, you know, money, especially. But rounds are still flowing for the side of the Applebee's enjoyers.
Oof takes a lot of damage. But Way is able to get the kill
Ooh.
from behind, just Ferrari peeking into Krona. These from behind op openers are really what's been swinging the pendulum. Andrew with a headshot onto K-House. Perhaps Antlion can be the hero. Bunny hopping away, but shot in the side from behind has crept all of the way up mid. And these last two players for DE Way are all on A. So bomb going down again. And again, they've got to attempt a retake. Running on in a molly. Slow things down. Just going to come up and around. One player up above, one player down below, and a peek from behind is going to get the info on where Way is. Now from behind, just tucking back, playing annoying, firing off shots, stalling so perfectly. And it's going to mean that they just decide to save it, try to get out of there, but you cannot run from the from behind op.
This is just, it is truly brutal. They are not letting them get any sort of map control back. I mean, I would have assumed with Oof already being down at 10 HP in a 2v3, I would have assumed they call the save immediately. But they get a little too aggressive, a little too overzealous, and it actually just turns into, unfortunately, it turns into them, losing those guns and having no saves at all. So it is looking a bit unfortunate. It's like attack pause is going to be called. The side of DE Way, I'm going to opt for a half buy. I'm going to stay above, so they, after this round, regardless of the outcome, they're going to have a buy for the next. But it seems like a lot of these rounds that the Applebee's enjoyers are winning are just a 4K from different players. You've got Cash has had one, from behind's had 2 crazy 3 and 4Ks. Andrew's had a few really strong rounds of a triple opener, and Yeti and Scrap's not having much to speak of. But it doesn't even matter because they're being traded or they're helping their team get onto site. So really strong stuff. But Oof is wanting to play the edge of the smoke with this Nova here. Antlion actually gets a good opener. Oh, and the Nova makes contact. That's 3 for the side of 4. Way with a double. Quick on their feet. That quickly leaves Yeti in a 1v5 to clutch. That opening scout shot from Antlion and then the Nova shot from Oof is incredible. And
That's a shot that
Way,
makes you go oof.
it really does. But I mean, Way's quick on their feet, gets the 5-7 kill up close, grab the AK, swings out and kills from behind, puts his terror down, and man, Yeti has no bomb, all alone, 1 minute remaining. It looks like they're gonna just play some sound, and Antlion falling all the way back to CT spawn. I guess that they're kind of wary of this B push from Yeti. I wonder if Antlion's fully ready for this. He's not. Yeti actually gets one. Sees Way. But is not able to do anything. Krona puts down Yeti before it can get out of hand. And it's going to be a 6th round for the side of DE Way. And that's a really good way to come back into this. They started off, I think, 5-1. Lost 5 in a row and then brought back one of their own. So it's going to be nice for them to finally put an end to that losing streak. Maybe get a bit of a better mentality. We're winning. We went around. We put a stop to them. We show that we can stop them. Let's just get back to it. There's only 3 more rounds here on this half, so
They get back to it and they get a little bit more confident. And then they win that next half pistol. They can just snowball it straight into a victory. I don't know how Andrew lives there. Kashma won't live over towards main, and Way will get from behind. Finally, they're able to shut down that op with Way's own op getting a second even. Why not? Farming up these kills, and K-House with the last on the edge of the smoke. It's a flawless round, and they are getting that momentum back, that wind in their sails.
this is a really quick way to end the round, and this is really gonna be where it might start breaking the bank. After this round, if the terrorists lose with no bomb plant, Cash can definitely drop 2 guns and still have one for themselves, and Scraps could potentially drop 1, depending on how many live or if they save a gun or what happens here. But first contact, oof, double swung by Andrew, and Yeti not gonna get anything away. Actually, he's gonna win the op duel between them, and from behind, Krona spotted out, but K-House takes down 1 on the B push. Krona trades back, and
Nice
numbers
work.
advantage. Numbers advantage is still in the favor of the counter terrorists.
Yeah, Chrono was a little bit quiet in those previous games, but now coming alive, though now taken down because Yeti. It's his time to roar. The most intimidating ribbit you have ever heard. Grabbing those 2 kills. Bomb still down back behind. And Yeti's just waiting for their teammate to come in. The 2 of them are just going to crunch onto this. They have an idea of where Antlion's coming from. And Andrew gets him in the back.
There was a lot of damage done to Andrew already, and he did take 1 more shot from Antline.
Like
So
2
if
HP, right?
Yeah, so if Antline was able to get that kill, it's gonna. If Yeti isn't quite ready to trade it, I mean, we've seen him do it. Antline definitely could get that second kill into Yeti if they're not careful.
Mhm. It.
What?
This could go either way. So many of these rounds are so close, though a lot of them do depend on that opening pick, and now 2 picks going the way of this Applebee's Enjoyers side. Make it a 3rd. Why not? They're just going to group up, congregate over in towards this sort of B connector area. Yeti left to lurk as they pull back and just bring the bomb into A. Why not? Sights open. Come and take it. And that should be this final round of the half, though. Given it's the final round of the half, we guaranteed to see an attempt on the retake.
It is a 2v5 here, and we've seen the counters actually win 2v5s. They did it earlier this game on Tuscan, so they're both grouped up over here, and another smoke is gonna go down, actually. Oh, a nice shot from K-House, but Yeti has both of them lined up and is gonna get the spray down. It's a 3K for Yeti to end off the half, and it's gonna be 8-7 on the side of the terrorists for the Applebee's Enjoyers. And I mean, like I said, a lot of those rounds are just different players getting a triple or a quad, and Yeti shows us to the very end. It still stays the same there with a triple of their own.
Okay, you know that one GIF of Kermit with the AK?
Yes.
Or just like
yeah, I
the
know that
picture,
one.
like Yeti's had that as like a profile picture. That is what I'm imagining when Yeti's doing that spray down. Oh, nice shot, but nice answer back. Everyone's just getting clean first bullet headshots now, though. It's a little bit less clean, a little bit more scrappy as the bomb's going down, and no way. Way says yes way. 2 instant headshots with the USP. Yeti coming from up above, Cash coming on the flank. And Way and Antlion are going to be tested in here. Antlion has the dualies. And Way's already gotten 2 on their USP. Good spot, good info from Cashmo, but it draws the attention the wrong way. And so a 3rd kill picked up for this star fragger. Maybe make it a 4th, why not? Jiggling around this pillar, just stalling out time, playing this one to perfection. And yes, a 4th headshot for Way. And so we see D-Way tie it up 8-8, winning that pistol round out. Getting a good start into this second and, barring any overtime, final half of this new maps tournament.
That is a really, really important pistol to win. Now, the counter-terrorists are going to opt for a pistol save, so that's going to lead to them most likely taking the lead, but even then, like, taking that pistol when you're already down 1 on the terrorist side is going to be really, really, really important. So them getting that pistol, great work from them, and looks like K-House all the way coming up from sewers. It's like Way, or Oof is coming up. Yeti. Nice shot. Oof, gets a 3rd. A 4th.
Oh, I actually had 4, and Antlion gets the 5th to close it out. But nice shooting.
Nice.
Only 1 goes down, so it's gonna allow them to buy into this next one. And we're gonna see some guns come out on the side of the Applebee's enjoyers.
All right. I don't even know who I would say wins this one. This is just chaos.
It is really even, so it is tough to see. Spam through the smoke. Cash dodging bullets. Scraps takes out Chrono with a scout.
Nice. They're only on 3 kills, struggling a little bit. But as long as you find some impact now, it'll be great. And Cash finding some impact of their own as well. Everybody's chiming in. Chaos has done the sewer flank, but Cashmo has eyes on it, even a little bit of a wall bang. The tag confirms exactly where K-House is. Antlion has a good spot and a good headshot. Thing is, there's 2 more to fight and not able to get that one. And so now K-House just completely stuck, flashes himself, and there's no way you're getting out of here.
Yeah, it's a good effort from K-House trying to get out that door, but some really nice shots all around from, I believe it was both Scraps and Cash. Getting some kills, and from behind even, I believe, had 1. So it's all around, all across the board for Applebee's and George are getting kills, and it's going to make it 9-9 with this bit of a pistol and a MAC-10 force on the DE wayside. Let's see if they can put these main rifles to the wayside with their own rush. Coming up this B short. Andrew, Scraps doubling up. Andrew gets 2. Scraps gets 1 of their own. Andrew goes down to Antlion. Yeti, quick on the rotate. Antlion gets a second headshot. That's 2
Now
dead.
they have an M4.
From behind's going to clean up. Going to get
Okay.
both of them. And going to shut it down.
It was out of ammo. That saved it for him. The fact that that M4 ran out of ammo meant that no more Antlion insanity.
If Antlion did not have to reload there, I could see a third. I could definitely see a third coming out.
Can't imagine you drop a gun with it's like last round, so you have infinite money. You get a gun, you waste all the bullets in it, you drop it, that it's on 0. Then when somebody else comes around to pick it up, you hear it start to auto reload, and then you swing them.
It'd be really funny to get it to work, but I feel like that's such a risk. Just like Yeti, getting a bit aggressive is kind of a risk there. Wake takes his head off. Cash
But that's
takes
a
1
risk.
back. Cash gets a third. Cash is single-handedly shutting down this T side. He has the bomb as well. Gonna get a lot of damage, but not both of them from
That's
behind gets 1.
Almost.
The move alone gets cleaned up by Andrew. 2 dinks.
Yeah, Krona going in first with bomb basically meant that they had to send it all the way up. But Krona wasn't able to get the entry. Instead, it was just a great hold from Cash. They're the one top fragging for this side of Applebee's enjoyers. From behind Andrew, perhaps a little bit more quiet than before, or Cash just a little bit more boisterous. All these players wanting to win it out after all the work they've put in this best of 3. Right now, though, it's just some little pistols. They're coming up towards mid, and Scraps has the op 1, now a second, finding the head over the box. And the rest of these pistols should be going quietly into that good night. Oof is up close, and yeah, getting blown away. They're just getting mopped up. It's only Krona left, and yeah, finished off 12 rounds on the board, a 3-round lead as we're getting into round 22 of map 3.
Been a really fun map to watch just because of how competitive it is. Now these last few on some weaker guns has been not the case, but I mean even on that Deco a few rounds ago, I mean it was definitely competitive just because Antlion gets that double headshot with a deagle. You know, a lot of these players on each side are getting doubles and triples to make the round scary for both teams. Oof! Out scopes Scraps with the scout. Doesn't even need the op to get that kill. And he tries to flash themselves in, but Krona swings wide. Still gets taken down by Krona. From behind's also there to give some support, taking out Antlion. Some more nades come out, and ooh, last one in mid. Has to recover the bomb. Yeti's gonna tuck up onto the A site. wait for some more aggression with Cash, but Cash is gonna take out Wei on that A long with the bomb over on Oof, waiting for some more aggression. Looks like Chaos has actually managed to get all the way to B site, and I think he's calling him over. He's telling Oof to get over here.
No. But there's a player waiting. There's Andrew. So Oof has to be gun out the whole way, and now that their teammate's gone down, Oof has to second guess these plans. Perhaps just head towards somewhere else. Perhaps try to just win one of these fights, but instead it's from behind with a nice little headshot on that head angle there. 13, they're pulling ahead now. This might just be it. This might just spell disaster. We see the force buy beginning to come through. Oof has money for an AWP if they decide to do it. Yes, they're going to grab onto that. Scraps the offer for this opposing side of Applebee's enjoyers. We're going to see him head up to B. K-House leading the charge, just the swing onto from behind, and K-House and Antlion together combined for the kill. Rotates coming over. Andrew is quick to get into the site, but alone right now. So as they come up fast, Andrew's got to be good for a multi, and it's only one. Good trade from Krona. The T is just bunching up on this one and able to get into things. Those scraps says, get out of here. One kill, double scoping in, but Antlion up close on the jiggle. Cashmo wrapping around has Oof. That's the off out of the equation. Perhaps tagged back and Wei. Wei could be the hero here as now they're left in a 1 versus 2. Grabs already low and Wei pushing forward. Up close, but notice peeking Cash into the site, getting sprayed damage through the box. They're just circling around, and they've got the kill. A quick headshot while Scraps' off is going to whiff, has to go with a USP instead. It's close, but the Glock prevails. 16 HP.
A great clutch from Wei. The 1v2. Scraps on low HP, I think, was a bit afraid to peek out, and Cash was not able to finish off Wei, and that is some great shooting. And the fact that they made that work with, some good guns, but they even had a scout in the mix on Antlion. And Antlion ended up making it work and getting, I think, 1 kill there and tagging up Scraps down to that low HP, which I think was the difference maker. But another buy with only 1 Galil, 3 AKs, and an op coming out for the side of DE Wei, and another full buy for the counter terrorists. But they've accrued enough money where even this round, they still will have enough to buy in the next. Cash doesn't even care about winning or losing this round. He's gonna get one of his own. Taking out K-House, but finished off by Krona. Krona goes down to Yeti as he swings. Yeti drops the nade. Does just a little bit of damage. Oof, takes out Scraps. That's a big pick.
Really big.
From behind, still on the op. Waiting. Back in that CT. Andrew, through the smoke, is going to kill Antlion. I wonder if his gun was sticking out, if we could see him all the way, but Oof, wary of this mid-push, and Oof is going to take out Andrew, the game sense of a monster right there. Flash does nothing. Yeti, ready and waiting. From behind, takes out Wei. Does Wei see him?
You can see him.
He does!
See him. Oh!
He sees him behind the fire. He knows Yeti has to be close. Yeti was here earlier. I don't think he knows which boxes.
There's 30 seconds to get this bomb, and the
He
jump,
hears him.
It's heard.
He saw the gun. Can Oof do it? He gets it! That's a 4K for Oof on the op. He's able to finish that round out. Krona gets the trade on the Cash at the beginning of the round, but Oof on the op. Out ops even from behind and is able to take out the entire side of the CTs that remained. That is some fantastic shooting. That game sense to check behind on Andrew's push shuts him down immediately. Stops it from even happening. That was a 2v4, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe that's how wary that round got.
Yeah, it
Cash.
looked impossible when they were just stuck. Okay, Yeti. Good damage. All these frags coming through. This aggression from the CT is really working out. They're able to take a lot of this map control. Oof and Wei, though, have clutched out rounds in the past, and, well, they want to try to do it again. The thing is, a double peek will spell disaster, as from behind has both. 14 on the board, 11 to 14. Money broken in a rough spot. They either force here or give up match point, so they're going to go ahead and just decide to force buying up everything that they can. And that means that this is the most important round. This is to see whether we get Applebee's Enjoyers teed up to win this whole thing or whether we keep going into the unknown. From behind
And
up
it looks
above.
like
Whoa!
the ops. It's the off playground. Only gets 2. Andrew up close gets a second. Antlion goes down to another op shot. That is Andrew and from behind, each on the ops, just finishing it. That is that gives a map point, but because of the way the buy went for the side of DE Way, that actually set them up to where they can have a good force. Low util, 2 flashes, 1 smoke, and 1 molly across the whole team. So not great utility, but they do have 3 AKs and a Galil. And we've seen Antlion Scout do some work before. It's gonna need to come alive here. That's a molly and a nade. Yeti,
no.
not even having to look at him in the eyes. K-House down before they even have a chance to fight back. Way took a little bit of damage as well, and it's a 4v5. Can DE Way make it work here? Both of these ops are posted in mid, watching down that one sight line. Yeti in the corner with Cash boosted up on the excavator. Antlion clears him. Krona clears Cash. That's a double entry. Can from behind get the kill? Takes his time. Takes out Krona on the bomb plant. Takes out Antlion up close. Does not get a third. Ooh, stopped it from getting bad, but Andrew trades one back. It's a 1v2. Way needs to clutch up here in the 1v2. Scraps on the flank. I don't think they did. Scraps is on the flank, and Andrew, he knows where Andrew's at. Way's checking behind. Scraps doesn't get it. Way, 27 HP. He sees Andrew. Andrew gets away, but he's gonna take his time. He's gonna flash himself. He gets it. Way through the wall, gets the headshot. Another clutch needed, keeps them alive. It is 12-15, and the money on the side of the Applebee's Enjoyers is starting to crumble. They cannot run that double op setup anymore. They're not even gonna be able to buy 1 here. Unless Yeti is going to drop the M4, no op on the side of the counter-terrorists. And that op for Oof is still coming out here. That is 2 big clutches to even get them these last 2 rounds they have gotten. Cashmo, early aggression, Krona goes down, Way goes down as well.
Okay, what is this? The early picks that Applebee's Enjoyers are able to find. It's just crazy. It's crazy how hectic these rounds are and how much it's come down to clutches. Again, Oof has to clutch it out up against match point. 25 kills leading the way. Op in hand as they walk forward, but bomb all the way in spawn. Perhaps it'll be discovered. Perhaps they'll turn back. Perhaps they'll catch from behind in the side. Not looking the right way now. Bunny hops around to get Scraps! The bunny hopping headshot on the quick scope, and now can grab this bomb and go to either side of the map wherever they want. This is the Opera's playground. This is Oof's playground, and only has 1 more to get. Yeti starting to feel it, starting to realize that it is in to be as the bomb is being planted. It goes down. Oof gonna swap onto an M4 and gonna push up forward. Yeti has eyes on it. Yeti hears it, and Yeti has it. Great work getting that headshot in to get the kill, and that is GG. Beautiful attempt from Oof, but a great game overall as Applebee's Enjoyers take map 3 and win the new maps tournament.
That is a crazy way to end it. Yet again, almost goes the way of a clutch. But fortunately for the side of the Applebee's Enjoyers, they're able to put a stop to it. That is just some crazy stuff. I think we should. Who do we want to pull in for an interview? Because they've had some pretty crazy appearances. Cash had a good map. From behind had a really good map.
Doing good. From behind was doing insane. I'm down to talk to all of them.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to all of them.
Well, we're gonna see. We gotta. This is great. Let's see if we can get from behind in here. Just to be able to chat with them a little bit. Well, congratulations on a hectic, chaotic, clutch, and multi kill filled best of three. But you guys come out on top.
Yeah.
Congratulations. I just want to say, after coming out of the groups, a pretty dominant, but this one was pretty close. Was this what you guys expected?
I think so. I mean, I know they're a good team. They won both their games, and I'd heard it seemed like they were taking it pretty seriously. So I was not surprised to for their performance that they put up. It's a good match.
Yeah, I think Ancient was a bit of an upset, to be honest. I think we probably could have closed that out, but it
Ancient?
was a warm up map, or not Ancient. Sorry, Anubis. It was a bit of a warm up map, so we went into it, and then obviously won the next two. So it's nice.
Yeah, congratulations to you too. That was definitely the T sides on both Breach and Tuscan kind of, I think, were some of the really big difference makers, just because you guys being able to take that lead. And I mean, that clutch, that ace clutch on Breach was pretty incredible from behind. What was like your thought process going through that round?
Honestly, I don't remember too much of it, but if I think correctly, we were on pistols, right? So it was just coming down to like, it was a good turning point because we went from a bad buy to then winning the round, and we continued our momentum on that side. Similarly, with like we were losing on Tuscan, and then we had like one turning point round. I think it was the Yedef clutch, which brought similar energy, and we started rolling it out after that. So yeah, just key players stepped up for good momentum.
How much time would you say you guys put together as a team? Like, was it just, y'all know each other, play some pugs together? Did you ever like practice as a five for this or just jump into it and playing for fun?
Yeah, it was pretty much all for fun. We're all friends. We've known each other for a while. Um, but I think the only practice we did is probably between the two group stage matches. We just sat in the maps and threw some smokes and stuff. But other than that, we didn't really do much.
Oh, well, either way, you're able to win it out. Your camaraderie, the power of friendship, proving
Yes, sir.
victorious. Um, Coming into Breach, did you when you picked into Breach, do you have any like Breach experience? Did you just want to pick it to throw a curveball? Because we had not seen any Breach matches in the entire event up until that point.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I hate
so
the map.
my thought process was I know Tuscan is really CT sided, so I did not want to pick Tuscan and have them be able to choose CT side off the spawn. Even though they did win knife on Tuscan, but the idea was that if we pick Breach, we probably both don't know the map. It's more of a fair fight, even if they can start on the CT side. So that was the thought process there.
Uh,
Yeah, I mean, I think that's pretty sound reasoning. I think I have one question that I've had sitting in my mind pretty much this whole best of three. How much do you guys truly love Applebee's?
I mean, it
Well,
is the goated restaurant, right?
yeah, it's true. It's true. They did change Andrew informed me that the 2 for 20 went to 25. So, might have lowered a little bit in my standards, but still a great family, restaurant. You go chain restaurant, enjoy a nice meal.
I'm imagining you're just like sponsored, your jersey, there's just one sponsor and it's just all Applebee.
Listen, if they're looking for it, I'll make a CS team for them. I'll do it.
Yeah, we'll make it happen.
We'll make it happen. Oh, this five will be our Applebee's CS team.
Yeah,
Uh,
well, I guess a final, congratulations to you both and to your entire team, because it was super competitive throughout. It was fun to watch. It was a lot of crazy plays, crazy rounds from both teams. So I thought it was getting a little scary at the end with two clutches pretty much being the rounds that were keeping DE alive. So I was a bit nerve wracking at the end, especially with how little HP Yedif had at the very end. So, but like I said, congratulations to you too, and
thank you to everyone for who participated in the event. I know Fuffy was one of the main people, kind of keeping everything organized and getting the event going. So thank you and the rest of the events committee for doing some awesome stuff and having just fun community events like this to get names out there, get people playing. It's always a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, had a fun time. I liked seeing the DE step up. Kind of cool. Hopefully they get picked up by some teams. Wouldn't mind seeing some other event stuff, especially on maps that I know these are new maps and they're in the competitive map pool, but maps that aren't particularly standard, like you could go back to season and stuff. It might be some fun kind of stuff to do there. But yeah, we'll see for future events how Applebee's does.
Yeah, I would like to say, well, first, thanks for organizing this. Fuffy and whoever else had a hand in it. And also, yeah, I do agree. I think playing like the different maps and being able to kind of learn them on the fly is a lot of fun. It's a unique experience compared to normal CSC. So,
All right. Yeah. Thank you guys so much. Congrats on the W. Is there any shout outs you want to make on stream before I let you head off? Maybe get some rest. I know it's late for our East Coast gamers.
I gotta shout out. He might be banned right now, but some bum guy. He is an Applebee's enjoyer,
Uh-oh.
mostly inspired the Applebee's team name. So I gotta shout him out for that. But just my teammates for playing well, and yeah, for everyone who hosted the event.
All right. Well, good game. Well played, guys. And I guess just the one final little wrap up. Thanks to everyone who played, and thanks to everyone who watched. Everybody on the stream, if you're still here, just listening to the winners interview, I appreciate you. I love you, and have a good night.